This city is a hidden gem. In the Arab world, how could such beauty and turquoise waters exist in Syria without us ever seeing them before? That's because these areas were off limits to many Syrians. This city is called the Bride of the Coast. It's Latakia, on the Syrian coast. Who would have thought we'd be able to come here? There are people seeing this sea for the first time. Straight ahead in that direction lies Cyprus. This is the Mediterranean Sea. Where are we? Latakia, my city. This is the Syrian coastline, stretching for more than 180 kilometers. Just an hour away from the coast is Homs. We own this land. The capital of the revolution, and Syria's largest province. How did people live here? Look around at the area. Look over there. Look at the houses you pass by. Most of the city looks like this. 60% of this city is destroyed. This is Homs. This is Homs. It has suffered massive destruction, just like many other Syrian cities. Syria needs us now to heal its wounds and be rebuilt, with the cooperation of its people and the support of Arab brothers. In any way, we'll rebuild Homs. Homs is our paradise. We're now in Hama. Today, in this special episode, we will meet the leader of the new Syrian administration, Ahmed al-Shara, at the presidential palace in Damascus to better understand how the Syrian people feel now. At dawn on December 8, the light of freedom shone upon the Syrians. In just 11 days, by God's grace, Syria was liberated from north to south and from east to west. Hello. Welcome. How are you? What was the best feeling for you? After a long struggle, 14 years of revolution, or 21 years of struggle for me personally, the greatest feeling that wipes away all the exhaustion of those years is seeing a man reunite with his mother after 14 years. There were many videos like this on social media, someone seeing his brother after 10 years, another meeting his mother after 14 years, others reuniting after 8 years, and many others crying in joy. Families were torn apart, but now, families are coming back together, and that's why people are happy. It's as if they were in a prison, and visitation was forbidden. The streets are like a festival. I saw people joyful and celebrating. Everyone is happy and hanging out. Do you know how hard it is to be forcibly displaced from your home? By nature, humans have an instinct for possession. Humans have an innate desire to possess. But they seized people's houses, forced them out with nothing but their clothes and sent them to Idlib, or to refugee camps in Lebanon or Jordan, countries already struggling economically and burdened further by these crises. 3.5 million were sent to Turkey, and others crossed the sea, drowned, including women and children. Then they'd arrive in countries that may or may not welcome them, or confine them to closed camps, issuing them ID cards and collecting their fingerprints. And it doesn't stop there. In some countries their camps were burned. It's a truly heartbreaking scene. So now you can tell these people, your lands have been restored, your country has been returned. Yes, it's true that it is destroyed, but there are people who have pitched tents on their land and they feel as if they have the world in their hands. I am certain that within 2 years, the Syrians in exile, the 15 million displaced Syrians, I believe that only 1 million to 1.5 million of them will remain abroad. People will return. What's even better is that when we took over military areas, their residents didn't flee. Instead, people moved there. No one fled from those areas. Not a single Muslim, Christian, Kurd, Alawite or Druze. The residents remained in their regions. The battle was marked by mercy and reunited families, so how could people not be happy? Some organizations and individuals in Idlib were asking us to start reconstruction efforts there, as 1/3 of Idlib's population lives in camps, another third in rented houses. They are not locals, and the remaining third are native residents. So, I used to tell them that Syria was built over 7,000 years, and construction is a cumulative process. When you displace someone, you take them back to square one. They had nothing but their clothes, so they have to rebuild their life from scratch, if they even have enough morale to start over. Unfortunately, Syrians have been humiliated, and the Syrian passport has become one of the weakest in the world. And the most expensive one. You pay a lot to obtain it, right? It's the most expensive passport, yet the weakest in ranking. The problem is that the previous regime turned the people into its enemy. They were constantly afraid of them.